So the Black Women in Photography Conference, it's set to really ignite a transformative movement within South Africa's creative landscape and celebrating powerful stories of Black women photographers. So hosted by the Muholi Art Institute in collaboration with the Market Photo Workshop and the Ruth Motau Photo Mentorship, the conference started on Thursday. It ends today, and it features speakers like Charmain Carrol, a photographer and documentary maker focused on rural villages from the Eastern Cape. We've also got Lindeka, Qampi, who specialises in township imagery and captures street life in the high crime areas of Khayelitsha. Both photographers join us this morning to chat a little bit more. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Gizo.
Such exciting times to obviously just know that we're being represented, right, and that the stories are coming to the fore. And so, Charmain, let me start with you, your rural setting, your own background, how that would have influenced what's coming to the fore through your work and how you really encompass the essence of it. What's that journey been like for you?
It's been a beautiful journey. It's been a difficult journey as well, but most of all, I love it. I love it. I relocated to the Eastern Cape in 2017. I live in Mount Frere, yes, in my parents' land. So instead of just looking at it as in why am I in the Eastern Cape, I started to capture it because I mean we're preserving our own history. So, and it's not much documented. Mount Frere is not documented at all. So that's what I document. You know, the culture, the village life, the day-to-day life, you know, farming and all of that.
Yeah, and it's the wisdom, right, that also comes through that. Sometimes we're not privy to why things are done in a certain way, and it's important to have those stories told. So thank you for that. Lindeka, you also tell your story. You obviously have the background and the backdrop of township setting as well. And so what vibrancy and what energy and stories came through for you to inspire your work?
Lindeka Qampi uzalelwe Eastern Cape, and I grew up in Cape Town in the township. So I always document daily lives in the township because archive is very important.
Yes.
It's very important to keep this archive for the next generation.
Yeah, and when you look at it through your lens, what are those stories that you want to tell? What do you see? How does it empower us as people?
Okokuqala nje inkcubeko yethu ibalekile, umnombo wethu ubalekile. Ngobana asisoloko sihlala zikhona, images will always be there. So the real stories are very important to keep the legacy going on.
Yes, and also when you're seen, you feel seen and heard and know that you matter, right? Just even though you're on the outskirts of society, you're not forgotten, and that's really important. The underrepresentation from your own community, as well, Charmain, talk to us about what it's done for your people, what it's done for them to see themselves as well, the healing process that comes with art.
It's been a beautiful journey because, I mean, in the village, when you photograph or you ask somebody to be photographed, people are always like, no, why are you photographing me and things like that, you know. So they've gone to learn, I've got to appreciate what it is, photography, and also getting, you know, when they see themselves. For instance, we have beautiful culture in the Eastern Cape, in Mount Frere, where ulwalugola mahlubi and the things that happen, the traditional things that are happening, and those are vibrantly colorful.
Yes.
So they don't really see it, because even in the way they dress, they don't really see it. But once you've given them their photograph, then everybody starts to say, oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is so nice. Because even the way I'm dressed today is actually the way that the women dressed in, it's my rite of passage, you know, when I'm with the women, when I'm with the community and the culture, because for you to get, this is my buy-in. This is my buy-in to be recognized as one of the women in the village, and also with everything that is happening, I get invites now to come. Oh, we're having umgidi in this place, so I get to attend those. Or even if it's for instance, it's a cultural wedding, and then I get an invite. Please come and photograph, and then that's how I've been doing it.
Sure. Lindeka, how do you balance telling positive stories with the trauma as well, celebrating the resilience in townships with the harsh realities as well?
The truth is, these things work together.
Okay.
Yes. For me, photography is very important because it gives their dialogues, and it's also a part of our lives because without image we are nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are the biggest challenges that come with the work that you want to do and even engaging with the community? Resources, is it time, processing it, exhibiting it? What's that been like for you?
First of all, it's not easy to move. Movement, it's not easy because of crimes in the townships. Ekuqaleni bekulola. Now, xa uphuma uqala ucinga into yobana ukuthi sometimes unongabuyi. And every time I go out, I always tell my kids, if andikho, images will live with you. Because with our cameras, it attracts abantu yabona abangayithandi into entle. So even in ezo situations zinjalo, because funeke sidocumentile, we have to document even if it's difficult. These are those challenges. And photography, if uze kwi-photography, uzixelele into yobana awukho strong, you can't stand up. And awukwazi uhlala because the history balekile.
Yeah. Sure. I can feel you pour your heart and soul into the work, both of you, into what you're doing. And in terms of empowering other people, even just all the institutes and all the other players that you're working alongside, how are you imparting those skills? How are you also teaching others to do what you do?
Uhlobo endifundisa ngalo luhlobo endafunda ngalo. Mna ndafunda iliso labantu, the-NGO iliso labantu, esasifundiswa ukuthatha izitori zethu because kubalekile uthatha izitori zenu.
Yeah.
Yes. So uhlobo endititsha ngalo abantu ndititsha into yokubana ihlale apha engqondweni yakhe le nto ayifundileyo ngobana kubalekile bathethe ngamabali wethu.
Yeah.
So I don't have age limit because everyone needs to keep this archive. It's not for certain people, it's for everyone. Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also just in that spirit of, like you say, it's about each one teaching one, right? So you giving back through the gift that's meant to be shared. And you also, Charmain, employ some of that. I mean, you work with so many different players as well. What empowering has happened on that front? How's it also meant, what does it mean to work with all the different players and NGOs that have come out to really support your vision?
It's been amazing, but I think that was the importance of the conference that we just had, the second Black Women in Photography, because it is then that we get to meet each other as Black photographers and also meet other players, for instance, the other NGOs. I studied at Market for a workshop as well. And so what I do, because now I live in the rural areas, I live there now. I have a residency where I teach everybody. I teach photography, I teach the kids, I do homeworks, I help with homeworks, and then I invite other, for instance, other photographers or poets or other artists to come and be at the residency and just give off their skills.
Sure. So it becomes a collaborative affair, and that's how you see art transcending and more conversations coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us, both of you, this morning, and thank you for being part of imparting, those much needed skills, but also healing, right?
Yes,
to be seen, to be heard, and know that we matter. That's the essence of what love is all about. So thank you. Thank you for
so
your
much,
love.
Thank you for having us.
Charmain Carrol and Lindeka Qampi, of course, just chatting to us about the Black Women in Photography Conference. It started Thursday, it ends today. They were chatting about their lived experiences and, of course, what we can also expect as that conference wraps up there.